What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekly collective tarot for the week of May 16th through the 22nd of 2022. Appreciate you all. Looking forward to this show. We're going to pull some cards for this week and see what's up with those. What kind of message do we get as a collective? What kind of energies can we see? And how can we, constructively and positively work through it? So I'm going to put some good intention into these cards and wishing you all the best. I'm going to use my Cosmic Tarot deck. I haven't used it in a minute, so we're going to go Cosmic on this one, fam. Let's go. All right, the Sun is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we're breaking out of restraints in life right now. This is breakout moments. It's not going to be the little things that we mentally get ourselves wrapped up in that are going to hold us back anymore. We're definitely going to see truth clearly, and we're going to see ways out. I always like this card because I feel like it's definitely seeing the way out. It's not those little things that are entrapping us. We're not feeling stuck or confined. It's easy to see the way out. So it won't be too hard to find the way out. This is going to be illuminated this week. This is going to be a big deal. Like, pay attention to the truth and take the doorway out. Like, especially looking at this card, right? Like, definitely that guy found his way out. Like, he's kind of has his head down. He's not really sure, but he found out which way he can kind of go. Instead of walking into all the swords, he's found a way to kind of find the way out. So this is definitely the way out. For the Moon, we got the Devil card. Yeah, there's some emotional attachments that we're still feeling this week, and I think that's okay. We definitely, want to stay persistent in life for the highest quality and the best value, but, definitely don't suppress what is of a high quality for the things that are actually just keeping you tied up and locked up in that space that you're trying to get out of. So a little bit of a confronting, force in our personal life here and emotionally of feeling kind of chained and bound to the feeling of being stuck almost, when it's like we don't have to feel that way this week. We can really see where we can take the chains off. We can really see a way out. There's a way out. And that's what I'm getting the most from this is like, when you see the way out and you see that key and you can unshackle yourself, take it. You don't have to stay locked in that space any longer. For Mars, we got the Empress reversed. That's kind of a hard one because I feel like we want to identify with the best things in life and really nurture ourselves and really feel good and support ourselves right now and realize that we have so much creative energy and that we can bring a lot to our life. But there is this there's the doubt, there's like, oh, well, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do that? Almost like weighing out what's actually best for you and keeping yourself in an entrapped place when really it's just, this is the best for me, and I'm taking the cuffs off to all the things in life that are not best for me, and I'm over it. Like, I'm not going to keep going this route for some reason that isn't even of my truth. So I feel like there's actually a big deprogramming going on that's like, we actually can see very clearly how to get out, but it takes the deprogramming to do it. But are we actually more attached to the program than we lead on to believe? And are we not sure if we actually fully disconnect from whatever that program that's running in our lives is, that there's actually something better on the other side? These are confronting things that might come up this week, but I think that this is saying it's important to realize that you can create anything right now, and no matter what you are escaping from in a positive way, there's a more beneficial energy on the other side, even though it might not look like it this week. Maybe it will, But maybe, we're getting tempted back by the comforts of the devil in some way, shape, or form that are actually keeping us from this great creative, self-embodying energy that wants more, and it wants the finer things in life. Like, we really want to turn this card up. Look at this. Like, that is the beautiful, the fatness of the earth, like all the nice things. All the nice things. They're out there for us to identify with, but we have to, want it. We have to see it in our own personal life and get out of that devil. What do we get here for Mercury? We got the Sun card upright. Being curious about that youthful energy, that childlike energy, the love, the happiness in life, really seeing where this adventure can go. What else is out there? There's something about life right now that wants us to be creative in a childlike manner. And there's so much from a program that we've become so comfortable in that's saying that that's not okay. So it's really identifying with your inner light right now and seeing that you can ride off vulnerably and bareback and you will be supported. But it's hard, I'm just feeling so much conditioning coming through this reading, and even just in this week in general, that has to be broken from. And if it is, there's a lot of light on the other side that can, make your environment youthful and exciting and much more full of joy and happiness. Venus got the Queen of Swords. I think that it is about being, kind of cold and direct and straight to the point for what it is your values are, for what it is that's going to be better, for, romance even, for relationships. If there's a bunch of bullshit going on in relationships, it's not going to fly. If there isn't truth, it's not going to fly. Especially even with just the relationship to yourself or your own feel-good energy in life. Like, there's nothing stopping you from cutting away what isn't of a higher value and getting out of the shackles and getting into a better place right now. Everything's supporting it, especially in the astrology, and I think this reading's supporting it too. It's just like, gosh, there's a deep embedded, especially with that moon getting the devil card. That's like a moon in Capricorn, which we get this week, by the way. But, it's like, it's such a detriment position. Like, we're at such an interesting place where we almost like the pain. We almost like the suffering. We're comfortable with it for some reason. And if we can be, sharp and direct and to the point here for things that are exciting and getting us out of these stuck positions, like, there's so much benefit there, but for some reason we don't want to leave. And it takes courage to leave. And, what do we get for Jupiter? Ace of Pentacles. Nothing but good things is on the other side. Nothing but good things can come this week. I mean, it's like the opportunity of this earth to show up and turn this Empress upright is like, it's everywhere. There's new, fresh beginnings absolutely everywhere that can be physically found. They could bring you more value, more money, more comfort, more, all the things that you actually want are there, but they might not be a part of this devil, this whatever this ideal or program is in our subconscious that's keeping us way stuck. And even though the Sun got that Eight of Swords, like saying there's a way out, you just got to shift your mind to see it, because there's so much amazing things. Like, it's like, wow, there can be more amazing things enter into your life this week than you could even imagine. But you can also not want to go there. You could stay in this really strange kind of place of apathy or poverty, or just way too attached to things in life that are not of your highest potential to see all the gifts. And that would be a shame. So you really want to look at your environment right now, and is it feeling like the Sun? Are you excited and feeling like a bounty of joy for the curiosity of each day that comes? Or are you feeling like the devil? Like your life's operating like this, chained to some systemic way of how to make it. And I'm not, putting down anything. Like, I think that this is just saying, like, there's so much opportunity out there if you can get out of that. whatever that program that's running, we all have one. There's something within us that's holding us back that has to go. And Jupiter's like, oh my gosh, fresh beginnings, new things. Like, oh my, look at, in traditional tarot, right? This is God holding out the pentacle. Are we going to take it? There's so much that can be coming our way if we're willing to be direct and to know exactly what we want and to say F the stuff that we don't. Queen of Wands in reverse for Saturn. It's just like a lack of, it's feeling like it's too hard to have courage. It's too hard to be an individual. It's too hard to go against the grain. And it's not. It's actually really easy to do. But it does take confidence. It does take courage. And it takes valor within yourself to be an individual and to really let your heart lead the way and to know what's going to bring the best things into your life. And, sometimes we just got to, step up to the plate for our highest purpose, for the things in life that are better, and to stop worrying so much about the little intricacies of the things we don't like. Yes, it's like yeah, okay, so Queen of Wands for Saturn here could be there are repercussions for leaving the thing. But so what? Then we have to figure out, like, is our happiness worth more than the little thing that we have to deal with in the meantime that will be super temporary, and we'll figure it out and handle it and have all these things that we want or that we desire? Two of Swords in reverse for Pluto. We have to pick a road, and I think our soul knows exactly which way it wants to go. And this is just like trusting in that. We don't have to be so confused. I think that we actually have a much better, more clear understanding than we think. And why would we not want to live our soul's highest purpose and take that route? Because maybe it looks harder in the brief meantime, but what about the long term? Can you keep doing the things in life right now that are not your full embodiment of who you are forever? Or will that literally take you deeper into a place that you don't want to be? I know for me it would. So this is just owning up to your truth and your decision to find more happiness and more bounty and more fruitfulness in this physical world that is of a different way, that's more unique to you. It's not even a crossroad. It's just this is the way to go. But for some reason, this stupid devil in the moon is like, no, can't. I have a bill. Can't do it. Or something similar. Like maybe it's not that, but it's nope, can't. I'm in the worst relationship of my life. I feel like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and my wife just shit in the bed, or my husband shit in the bed, and I can't get a divorce because we have 2 kids and a mortgage, and our parents would disown us. Stupid analogies, but this is like the weird subconscious moon shit that is keeping us from the doorway out, the happiness, the defining choice in our life, and the gift. What we want. And even Saturn, this card, why do we get the Queen of Wands for Saturn? Oh, the King of Pentacles. Because we have to step up and know that we have all the tools to create in life. But it's almost like we don't want to take that responsibility on. Like we're still playing something come be my daddy. You're the authority in your life. Water of shadow, cast about. It can feel like there's a lot of emotion. It can feel like there's a lot of shadow. And we can definitely feel like we have to cast ourselves away to get out of whatever this is. But the intuition knows how to navigate these currents. It's not as tricky as we think. It's actually stimulating and exciting. So I don't know why we can't just follow our intuition more and cast aside all the things that are the shadow so that we can go into more of the light. Because that's what this week wants us to do, is to enjoy ourselves and to change something to get more out of reality. And the Astro card is Gemini, as we come into Gemini season. I think. What's your truth? What's your environment like? This is all about your environment and the value that is. And do you think it's valuable to you? Does it fit who you are? Does it fit your soul purpose? Does it fit... Do the people in it have like twin-like energy, or are you fighting against everybody in your life right now? And I think it's okay to debate things. I think it's okay to go back and forth. Like it doesn't have to be one size fits all or one way. But, you know, it is the I think. What do you really think? What do you really want? Can you get to the truth of that situation before, you know, going about with someone else's, you know, belief? Venus, Aquarius, 7th house. It's definitely a time to find the unique value system in our life that we can relate with other people, that does bring balance and harmony. And, you know, everybody's got a uniqueness to them. And I think the more we can value everybody's opinion, even with the Gemini, I think that'll help. It doesn't have to be, you know, crushing, you know, but we can be way too disconnected from truth if we're just focused on what other people think. We have to also get back to how we think, to our own intuitive nature, to our own inventive nature, to our own independent nature, and then relate that in a balanced manner with good debate so that we can all kind of transmute out of this. And the people that are close to us and the people that have that twin-like energy, we can really figure out a new way forward. And how to get out of the program together. It doesn't necessarily have to be all for one, but it could definitely, you know, help if you're looking at it from your own perspective to go one for all. All right, well, I love you guys. I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you for all the dailies this week. Much love, everybody. Peace.